Okay, so to begin with, tell me your name and what school you go to.
My name is Khánh and I'm a student of VQ2 High School.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about maps. Do you often use maps?
To be honest, I use of most of the time I use maps on the internet. In Google, I use Google Maps the most, but the maps which is on paper or something kind of like that, I don't really use to use it.
Okay. What is the difference between mobile maps and paper maps?
Um, For me, I think the big differences between them is mobile maps. We can search for a large amount of space, and with the paper map, we just saw some of the like not really specific destination, just some of the district or maybe some of the famous attractions.
Okay. Who taught you how to use maps?
Um, to be honest, I learned by myself. I searched on the internet how to use it because my family my family doesn't really really use paper map the most because due to the technology is really developing right now. So both my mom's or my dad uh, does doesn't really use paper maps the most of the time.
Okay. Do you have, no, how often do you use the maps on your phone?
I rarely use it since every time I go hang out with my friends or going to a cafe or on another district that did and that I don't know, I use it the most of the time when I use it. But I rarely hang out with my friends, so it's a couple of times in a month.
Okay. Now, for part two, I'm going to give you, let's see which one. So, could you answer this question? Describe a beautiful city that you have visited. You will have 1 minute to prepare your answer.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, Now, when talking about a beautiful city that I have been to, I it always reminds me about Da Nang City. Da Nang City, it's located in the south of Vietnam, and I went there when I was in grade 3. In the summer holidays, I went with my family to visit my grandparents and cousins. Um, in Da Nang City, there are a lot of natural landscapes and national park. Um, there are also a variety of tall buildings, um, modern facilities, and also I think that the environment in Da Nang City at that time was really uh, green, and the and I also like the lively atmosphere at night when I went to the um, Dragon Bridge. I can saw that lots of people there, tourists and also foreigner, and uh, the most thing I remember about this is the Asian Park, which is also the famous tourist attraction in Dana City. Um, at that park, I played a lot of games, and also um, take took a lot of photos of um, with local people there, and also Danang local people was really friendly, and it right. And the most thing also the second things I really remember about that place, it's the food. There are a variety of dishes, traditional dishes that I really love. Mi quảng, or also some bún cá. Yeah, I really love them. And I'll, I had of unforgettable memory at that place. The moment that in the near future, if I have a chance, I will definitely go there.
Okay. So, what are the differences between modern towns and modern cities?
Well, modern cities often tend to be like with modern cities tend to have like tall buildings or modern infrastructure, and even some of the technology device that appears on the street. And also there are a lot of electric vehicles also. And for the modern town, I think that they tend to like um, improve the dishes with a lot of advertisement, or and also some of the boards, electronic boards that have um, advertise some of the dishes or traditional uh, souvenirs.
Why do some people like to visit historical sites?
Well, it depends on their choices, and it also like some of the school nowadays they tend to organize trips for students to to learn and also study by going out to travel to some historical landscapes, and also they can widen their knowledge about the history, and also they can know more about their traditional roots.
Do you think old buildings should be replaced by modern buildings?
Um, Modern buildings and traditional buildings all have the different values. Modern buildings tend to like um, we can have more opportunities to using modern devices, and also it is more convenient and more expensive, like expensive vibes that we want to live. And also traditional buildings also have some sacred value from the historical people, and also um, traditional buildings can create some traditional cultures that brings various of sacred values that the past people want to give to the modern generation.
Okay, all done.